Virtual assistants have come a long way since their inception. The technology has been around for several decades, but it wasn't until the mid-2010s that virtual assistants gained widespread popularity. Apple's Siri, released in 2011, was the first virtual assistant to gain mainstream attention. Siri's ability to recognize natural language and respond in a conversational manner set the standard for future virtual assistants. In the years since Siri's release, virtual assistants have come a long way, with Alexa, Siri, and Google Home leading the pack. Alexa, released in 2014, quickly became popular due to her ability to control smart home devices and play music, among other things. Amazon's smart speaker, the Amazon Echo, was the perfect device to integrate Alexa into, as it allowed users to easily control their smart home devices with just their voice. Today, Alexa is the most popular virtual assistant, with over 100 million Alexa-enabled devices sold worldwide. Siri, on the other hand, is known for her conversational abilities. Siri can understand natural language and respond in a way that feels like you're having a conversation with a real person. Siri can also help you with tasks like setting reminders, sending messages, and making phone calls. Google Home, released in 2016, quickly gained a loyal following. Google Home is known for its accuracy when answering questions and its ability to integrate with other Google services. With Google Home, you can ask Google Assistant questions like, "What's the weather like today?" or "What's the traffic like on my commute?" and get accurate answers. Virtual assistants have changed the way we interact with our devices. Instead of typing out a question or command, we can simply ask our virtual assistant. This has made tasks like setting reminders, playing music, and checking the weather much easier and more convenient. Virtual assistants have also been integrated into smart home devices, allowing us to control our lights, thermostat, and security system with just our voice. Despite their many benefits, virtual assistants still have some limitations. They are only as good as their programming, which means they can still struggle with more complex tasks. For example, if you ask Alexa to play a specific song, she may not be able to find it if it's not in her database. Additionally, there are concerns about privacy and data security when using virtual assistants. When you use a virtual assistant, you're essentially sharing your data with a third-party company. While most companies take steps to protect your data, there is always the risk of a data breach or other security issue. In recent years, virtual assistants have become even more integrated into our daily lives. They can be found not only in smart speakers but also in smartphones, cars, and even wearable devices like smartwatches. This increased integration has led to even more convenience, as we can now access our virtual assistants wherever we go. As technology continues to advance, it's likely that virtual assistants will become even more integrated into our daily lives. We may see virtual assistants with even more advanced capabilities, or new virtual assistants that are even more powerful than the current ones. For example, some experts predict that virtual assistants may one day be able to understand and respond to our emotions, making them even more helpful and personalized. One thing is for sure: the rise of virtual assistants has changed the way we interact with technology, and the future is looking bright for these digital helpers. One of the major benefits of virtual assistants is their ability to streamline our daily routines. Instead of having to physically interact with our devices, we can simply use our voice to control them. This is especially useful for people with disabilities, as it allows them to easily control their devices without having to physically interact with them. Virtual assistants also help us save time and increase productivity. For example, if we're in the middle of cooking dinner and need to set a timer, we can simply ask our virtual assistant to set a timer for us. This allows us to continue cooking without having to stop and physically set a timer. In addition to their practical benefits, virtual assistants have also become a source of entertainment. Many virtual assistants can play music, tell jokes, and even play games with us. This makes them a fun and interactive addition to our daily lives. Despite their many benefits, virtual assistants also come with some downsides. One of the biggest concerns is privacy and data security. When we use a virtual assistant, we're essentially sharing our data with a third-party company. This data can include personal information such as our location, search history, and even our voice recordings. While most companies take steps to protect our data, there is always the risk of a data breach or other security issue. Another downside of virtual assistants is their limitations. While they are great at simple tasks like setting reminders and playing music, they can struggle with more complex tasks. For example, if we ask our virtual assistant to book a restaurant reservation, it may not be able to do so if the restaurant doesn't have an online booking system. Despite their limitations, virtual assistants have become an integral part of our daily lives. They have changed the way we interact with our devices, and their continued integration into our daily routines is likely to lead to even more convenience and productivity in the future. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for Move Tech related videos.